Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Do you have a lot of ribbon? Are you a ribbon hoarder like I am? You probably are. And if you are, I have the perfect tutorials for you. So grab that ribbon, grab some Dollar Tree wreath frames and some zip ties, and let's make some beautiful wreaths together. All right, so let's get started. I had already pre-cut some of my ribbon ahead of time before I started this video so that I could be a little bit more prepared. This was an original video that we had over on Amazon Live, and we are going to take what we learned from Amazon Live, we're going to edit it down here, and then I'm going to add an extra bonus at the end of this video because you guys asked a great question on that Amazon Live. So I am using my ProBow 4-in-1, and one of the things that you can do is you can add it and make it a like tail cutter. And so that's what I did here. I cut a bunch of ribbon here, and you're going to figure out here pretty soon how many we use for the cross wreath. But we cut it at 12 inches each. Now, the second wreath I'm going to show you in this video, we cut it a little bit shorter, so make sure to stay tuned. What I like to do is I like to dovetail. That's what I'm showing you how to do here. If you use the scissors from Amazon, you can do quite a few at the same time, and I love these scissors. Everything will be linked down below. So you're going to get all your ribbon ready. See those pretty scissors? Those are the scissors I love. They are a must-have. But you're going to get all this ribbon. So all you need is ribbon, a wreath frame, and zip ties. Wherever you want to get the wreath frame is up to you. You can get these at Dollar Tree, what we're using today. I'm not sure if the cross wreath frames are available in store, but I'm pretty sure you can get them online. But you can also go to Amazon and get them as well. All right, so then you're going to dovetail these. Now, what we did was we used 2.5-inch ribbon and 1.5-inch ribbon. And all of this ribbon, it's very important to note, all of the ribbon has wire in it, so keep that in mind. Then I'm going to take this cross wreath frame, and I made this right before Memorial Day, and it turned out to be a great wreath. So I'm going to take this flag-inspired ribbon and some zip ties, and I'm going to show you how to put this together. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. You're just going to crisscross two pieces of the 2.5-inch ribbon like this. You're going to crisscross them. I'm waiting for me to do it here, okay? And then you're just going to gather it in the middle, all right? So we're going to be doing the two pieces here, gather it in the middle, and then we're going to take it and bring down the ribbon, okay? We want it all pointing down in the direction, all right? This is what we're going to do, and we're going to pinch the place where we gathered it. And now we're going to take a zip tie and put it on the wreath. Now, if you're not subscribed to Julie's Wreath Boutique, then what are you doing? You need to subscribe to Julie's Wreath Boutique, okay? I'd love to have you, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because YouTube will let you know when I have a new video out. But we are usually here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So isn't that pretty how that ribbon just lays so nicely? You're going to just kind of have to direct it a little bit. You're going to cut off the excess of your zip tie, and we are focusing on the two middle bars on this wreath. So for the next set, we're going to go to our 1.5-inch, and we're going to use two of the same and one different color or style of ribbon. Remember, you can use any type of ribbon you want. We're going to do the same method that we just did. We're going to gather it in the middle here. We're going to bring it all down, and then we're going to pinch where we gathered. And now we're going to take another zip tie and go in between those two frame middle pieces on your cross form. You're going to do the same thing if you use any style cross form or any style wreath frame. And that was a big question when I made this live on Amazon. And if you want to watch me live on Amazon, I would love to have you join. I usually do it on Monday nights, so I'll leave you the link to find all my Amazon lives. But this is pretty much the gist of it. You can do different things. You can do different combinations of ribbon, but now we're going to go all the way up this wreath form, and there we have it done. Isn't that the beauty of editing? So now we're going to do the top of the cross wreath. So now we're going to switch it. We're going to make our little bundles of ribbon, and we're going to go the opposite direction and then have everything kind of meet in the middle of that cross wreath frame. So we're going to start off with our 2.5 inch. I'm making a little loop with my zip tie, and I'm just going to slide my ribbon right into that loop. And then as you can see, you're kind of getting the gist of it here, what we're doing and what we're trying to get across. So you're going to do each, like you did the bottom, you're going to do the 2.5 inch, and then you're going to do the 1.5 inch, and you're going to variate them. And then we're going to do the sides. Now, I'm going to tell you on this one, we're going to do one on the left side, and then we're going to do one on the right side. We want to make sure that everything kind of measures up. See how I did that? And then you're going to do your 1.5 inch ribbon. If you want to use all 2.5 inch ribbon, go right ahead. It's really okay. It's not going to hurt anything. Remember, this is your wreath and your creativity. So I want to really encourage you to get creative with this. And for the middle, we're going to put a little star that I had. I think that they came from Hobby Lobby, but don't quote me on that one. I have like these bins. Do you guys have bins of like materials for different occasions like Easter, Valentine's, July 4th, patriotic? Well, that's me. And sometimes I forget where I bought the stuff. So just go ahead and you're going to fill it in as much as you can. I end up adding some to the top and both to the side. And then we get to the point where we're going to add this little star. So let me show you one of my favorite products that I get off of Amazon. And you guys seem to love this one too. It's a really big seller for me on Amazon, but it's that pink staple gun, and it's electric. It's so easy to use. I always have a little bit of like popsicle sticks, and I love this tool too because it cuts things so easily. And we use some popsicle sticks because if I don't want these staples to come through on the other side, it kind of bulks up the back of your wooden sign. So that's just a little tip for you to keep in mind. I'm going to glue those sticks onto the back of this little star, and then we're going to use our staple gun to attach the wire. And it's that simple, okay? So we did all that, and then we're going to add our little wire here, and then we're going to use our staple gun. This staple gun, I don't know, did you guys watch the video of me reupholstering a bed with a staple gun? That's how great it is. This is like $32 on Amazon. It's a great find, and you're going to want to have it. So now we got that ready, and I didn't get any staples on the other side, and I can put it in the middle. But before I do that, this is the clear Rust-Oleum spray that I like to spray my wreaths with, and it'll help with the fading. So take your wire, and you're going to add it to the middle of this wreath. You're going to find a place to put it right where all that ribbon connects, and then you're just going to twist the wires, and you're going to have such a cute little wreath here. Great wreath for remembering our loved ones at the cemetery, but also a great way to just, you know, if you have a lot of cross wreath frames and you want to use them, this is a great thing. So listen here, I had somebody help me edit this video because you know Julie didn't come up with this animation. So how many ribbons did we use? Well, let's see. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So of the 2.5 inch bundles, you had 14. And then I'm counting for the 1.5 inch. Isn't that cute? I really appreciate you, Dale, for putting this together because I couldn't do it. So say hi to Dale in the comments, guys. I got some help with editing some of these videos for you. And there she is, our beautiful cross wreath. I think she turned out beautifully. And again, if you don't want to do a patriotic theme, you wanted to do maybe someone's favorite color that you're trying to remember them by. This was just done before Memorial Day, and it was just a good way to use my patriotic ribbon, and I really loved how it turned out. You could put flowers in the middle, add a little bit of foam to the middle of that video. I have an older video that I will share in the comments down below that I use with poly burlap, and you could use the same flower center for this wreath. So let's go and make another wreath, but this time we're going to make a circle wreath, and we're going to change a few things up. So the number one question I got when making this wreath over on Amazon Live is, Julie, could you do this on a regular wreath form? And you know what? I thought, yes, you could. And so we're going to do it. So the difference between this wreath and the wreath we just made with the cross is I cut the tails at 10 inches just to see what it would look like if we used a shorter length of ribbon. And so this way you can make your decision on whatever size. I think 10 inch, 11 inch, 12 inch will work. And again, you're going to cut all of the ribbon at 12 or at 10 and then dovetail it. 10 inches, Julie. This is for the round. If you want to do 12, go ahead and do 12. But again, all this ribbon I had on hand. I had it from last year. Again, I got that patriotic box out of storage. If I can find some of this ribbon, especially this one, it's just really cute, I'll leave it down in the description box below. And then I had 1.5 inch ribbon. I got this all from the Wreath shop, and I like to double it up, and I can cut 2 pieces of ribbon at once. And we're going to dovetail that, and we are going to take a just regular 14, I think it's a 14.5 inch wreath frame from Dollar Tree. They only have in the round the 14, the 18, and I believe the 8. So we're doing the 14. So we're going to start off with our 1.5, and we're going to do it just like we did the other wreath. We are going to go in the same direction. That is key. Now, here's the thing. With this particular wreath frame, I don't know if this is an older wreath frame or whatnot. I had to pull on the zip tie. As you can see here, I'm going to pull the zip tie to the side, and that helped it stay in a little bit better. So you're going to pull it, and then I pulled it down to the side so that it's, I guess, would that be perpendicular? I don't know. I'm not good at math, guys. I'm not good at math, so let me know if that was the right thing. But if you want to make this wreath, you just need some wire wreath frames, you need some ribbon, and you need some zip ties. That's it. That's all there is to it. You can do this so many different things with this frame, so keep in mind that the versatility is great, and that's really all there is. There's no bow making if you don't want to make a bow. This will go in between your door easily. I did kind of variate with the 1.5 inch, so I used 2 red and 1 white and blue, and then 2 white and blue and 1 red. But that's it, guys. Keep on watching. To the end, I just push up where we started and make sure that we get underneath the ribbon pieces. How many ribbon pieces that we did on this one, I don't know. I think we did about 4 to 5 ribbon bunches per section, so if that will help. But again, use your creativity. So if you watch this full video, if you watched all of it, you made it to the end, here, do me a favor, leave me a mushroom emoji in the comments. Let's throw people off. And have you joined my free Facebook group? It's called Craft, Create, and Connect with Julie's Wreath Boutique. And I'll leave that information down below, and I hope you join. But we will see you next week on Julie's Wreath Boutique. And I'm going to show you the finished product here in a moment. But I think these turned out super duper cute. If you loved tonight's video, let me know by liking this video and sharing it, and we will see you next week. But if you can't wait, here are some more videos that you can watch on Julie's Wreath Boutique. So let's get to crafting, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.